Thank you very much, Hans. Well, Formula V has provided us with a very exciting open wheel action today and yesterday.
Yeah, it certainly has, Alistair. Great to be here for the third race of the weekend, final race of the weekend. All there is on play for this one is which is Australian one category as divided into a series of drivers that have since
others fought it out for the win, but he gets the major prize of being Stadium Series champion. Starting today on the pole position will be Jake Rowe, who win both race 1 and race 2. Held off a charge from Adam Slattery today, so Slattery will start alongside him in second place. In third place we have Davin Field, with Heath Collins alongside him in fourth place. Jones is in fifth place, Purvis in sixth, David Hutchinson number 55 starting in seventh. Alongside him will be Ken Philby, Douglas Kerr and Reef McCarthy ran out top 10, with Mark Mitchell and Brian Bougier starting behind them. Mark Fisher and Ian McDonald in 13th and 14th. Daniel Lizard in 15th place. Nicholas Greenwich next to him in 16th place, with Ashley Clifford and Philip Gardner rounding out 1600s.
Philip Gardner being one of the guys that unfortunately won't make it. He had contact in the last race with Ashley Clifford, which is why I had hit. Phil Gardner unfortunately been H-beam and suspension and steering damage. So that writes off the season for the car and possibly for him as well. So it's a shame to see Phil not out there.
Not good at all. So that's a bit of a shame for him and a shame for us, because we want to find this good. And then for 1200s, we've got Connor Ryan starting alongside Ian Edgar, with Don Treacy and Matthew Scott behind them, and Jeffrey Stone the third row on the top.
Jeffrey Stone's retirement from the last race caused by the Universal Joint Gear selector going until he was stuck in third and had to retire.
Unfortunately for him.
So the cars now are coming up through turn 11, down towards turn 12, just passing the Mini Cooper safety car, right away with me, Clever, of course, running this round. Yeah, I've talked to Adam Slattery, and he was obviously quite good about challenging greats such as Jake Rowe and Damon Field in his first year and one of his first races here.
First podium for him.
First, I don't believe
in this particular year it is.
Actually it is, okay.
So just looking through his results, he actually, best result prior to that was fifth place.
With a fifth at Sandown, so yes, it is his first podium. So I chatted to him, and while not being too overoptimistic, he thinks he's going to have a shot at the win again with Jake Rowe.
Yeah, well, certainly if this morning's action is anything to go by, we've got a fully dry track this time. We had a drying line and wet off line in race 2 this morning.
Jake Rowe expect a lot of the cars to be hugging the inside wall, I want to say, get going.
Yeah, we might see a lot more of the slipstreaming action that we caught yesterday. But still got the last few rows lining up on the grid.
The 1200s I think are a good to go, just waiting on Ash Clifford in the 1600s, and then you see green flag has been waved at the back. Lights should be going on soon.
Certainly will. The tension mounts. My heart's beating. I hope yours is. Red lights are on. And off they go. It was a great start for Jake Rowe. Slattery was a little bit hesitant, but he's not being challenged behind because Heath Collins is going around the outside of Davin Field. And once more, we've got 3-2 wide.
They're going 3 to 4 wide in front, actually. Adam Slattery seems possibly mixed gear shift into second as well, but dragged him back to, I think, fifth at this stage.
Yeah, so Davin Field in second place there. Nicholas Jones appears to be up into third place, so that's unfortunate for Adam Slattery. We were just saying he might have a chance of winning. He probably still does.
Well, I mean,
the kind of action that we did.
Exactly, he did come back up through the pack to get to that second place in race 2. So if the confidence is there, we don't see why shouldn't do the same in race 3.
Huge confidence in those damp conditions this morning. But here we've got Nicholas Jones giving Davin Field a run for his money as they come down to the Honda hairpin, and it looks like they're almost 2 or 3 wide there. And late moves on the inside there. We've got Slattery up the inside of Shane Purvis up into 4th place, so he had been shuffled down to 5th place.
There's roll on the inside of Heath Thompson.
Someone's way deep. That's a light blue one, and there's a lot of light blue ones. It could be.
It looks like Ken Philby, possibly,
Ken
or Nick Kerr.
We'll endeavour to get to the bottom of that one. So he's rejoined the circuit behind everyone else.
He's now making his way through the 1200s.
So a bit of work to do there for whoever that was, one of the light blue cars. So the leaders are making their way through the hay shed right now, coming up over the top, and Dowden Field leading. Behind him in 2nd place
is Heath Thompson, who, as much as I said, I don't think he's going to take this race slowly. Jake Rhodes sitting in 3rd, Nick Jones up from last to 4th. I think it was Rowe there who put 2 wheels on the grass in turn 11. That
put
was
himself under a huge amount of pressure from Nicholas Jones there.
He has, yeah. Nick Jones has shown the inside of him now. I believe it's Adam Slattery sitting there behind him. So good recovery back to 5th after a very tardy start.
Coming down the main straight, and this is where they're going to fan out because they get into each other's slipstreams, and all the way down this straight we've got 2 wide action. Heath Johnson, the champion elect, is down the outside, but the 3 wide. He had the lead momentarily, but who is going to emerge out of turn 1? Your guess is as good as mine.
So yes, I think that's Heath, and there's still 2 wide back. I think Adam Slattery up alongside Nick Jones.
3 wide, Adam Slattery, Nick Jones, and I think there was a car going outside of them. Might have been Shane Purvis.
Possibly, I wouldn't put it past him.
And well, he was trying to put it past them.
Yes.
So coming out of the southern loop, it's still Heath Collinson and Nick Rowe in 2nd place. Nicholas Jones leads a small gaggle of cars afterwards with Davin Field and Adam Slattery in 5th place. But it's all going to change because they're going into Honda, and it's well, maybe it's not going to change. That's a surprise.
They're going to behave themselves for a lap.
Well, that's interesting.
To go back to the car that went off here a lap ago was Nick Kerr. He started in the top 10. He's currently sitting, I think it's 16th on the track, but he'll find his way back up through the pack.
Shame for Nick Kerr, but we look forward to seeing his charging fight back through the field. There's the 1200 through Honda.
I see 2 wide there through Siberia. It's Dan Blizzard up the inside of Ryan Woodygig in the bright lava orange GRD car.
Now, there's a sponsor sticker missing, I believe, from that.
There is,
maybe a shout out to his sponsor as a compensation.
To Brickort Racing and EFTM. That sticker actually, Bit of the F, I picked it up on Friday. Apparently the thing just ripped off. So, works the wise. Make sure you get a good sticker company for
ripped off the left side, but not the right-hand side, which is a bit of a shame because pretty much all we see is the left side when we're standing on the inside of the circuit. But those on the outside will see it, as we've got a change of position for the lead, and hard to see exactly in the glinting sunlight who exactly is coming from. It doesn't matter because they're all going to fan out in a minute. And
possibly running the lead, looking at the reflection of his chrome nose.
Yeah, it is. And Heath Collinson, who's nosing into the west through Nicholas Jones, went to the left-hand side of the track. He's going to go around the outside.
He's going around the outside. Slattery there just hanging back and Purvis behind him.
Yeah, so Heath Collinson again leading Nicholas Jones in 2nd. I think down the field is slightly in 3rd place. Going through turn 1 as they disappeared out of view. As the 1200s come past the penalty box window, a lot of 2 wide action there as well. And Ashley Clifford making his way up as well. Here they come to Honda Hairpin and Nicholas Jones having a look down the inside of Heath Collinson and gets the job done if he can just get it stopped under braking. Now Heath Collinson is going to try and fight back, but there's no way through. Can Davin Field come back around the outside of Siberia? It's Nicholas Jones leading the way, but a huge gaggle of cars, just like we saw yesterday, in tow.
There is, yes, a lot of racing going on in down the pack. It's too wide everywhere you can fit two. It's too wide. Wherever there's 2 cars, it's almost too wide in this category, which is great to see.
Great action indeed. So, Heath Collinson, you said he might be taking it a bit easy and hasn't secured the points.
I said that, but he's having to go for the race win, so I think he's trying to get all the trophies.
Yeah, Nicholas Jones had the fastest lap of the race last time they came past our window. It's the first chance I've really had to look at the time.
Slight break lock there, I think possibly from Heath Collinson, and he's run wide as well.
He has, and that's allowed Nicholas Jones up around the outside, but Davin Field's got his nose in there as well, and it's 2 Well, it's three cars occupying a space that one car would usually occupy as they come through the final corner.
Nick Jones is stuck on the outside, so Davin's going to sneak up alongside, but we see who can make use of the straight. Everyone will be trying to get up on the back of
Here they come, they fan out again. 2 by 2. And here comes the move from Jake Rowe, trying to go around the outside. Both of the two leading cars, Davenfield tucks in behind him. We've got people moving all the way down to turn 1.
Jake Rowe has pulled that off, actually going 3 wide on the outside, so he goes to the inside, and great passing manoeuvre.
Fantastic. Now, in a V, from your personal experience, would you rather be on the outside of turn 1 or the inside?
I've been anywhere but the extreme outside. I went anywhere but the extreme outside once, and that ended up in a ditch with no straight. So I want to go as outside as I can to then bring it in.
Fair enough. We've got 3 wide actually with 1200s going down to turn 1 as well.
It's Jeffrey Stone on the inside, Ian Edgar in the middle, and I believe that's John Greaveson on the outside.
Well, Ian Edgar with the outside. He would agree with what you said about picking the outside line because he came through in the lead of that one. Meanwhile, back in the lead of the 1600s, it's the same order as they went into turn 1 with Nick Rowe leading from Nicholas Jones.
I believe we might have cut off Dave Hutchinson as a pass off coming yet, and he was in mid-pack when he was last came through, so somewhere out there we've seen a white Swamp racing car. That would be Hutchinson, and it's important to see that he is losing control on the screen.
No, he's come back. I think it was a glitch because it said he'd gone up 14 places on that lap, which is something that was potentially did that actually happen. But anyway,
potentially a Dorian issue then.
So our half skipped a beat there for poor old Hutchinson, but he's back. Timing screens have done their job in surprising us, as we've got this leading sextet of cars coming through the final corner, and we've got side-by-side action before they even get to the final corner.
Yes, Nick Jones leading over, but when others are going to change, but only did everyone straight. Davenfield probably out of the road, probably out of the back. Adam Slattery right up on the back of Thompson, who in turn has got Purvis up the back of, but they're all just swarming musicians here, there, and everywhere.
Purvis went back to the outside. Nick Collinson shuffled back to 4th place, which is where he finished race 1.
We're now missing Richmond Park. The last previous laps there was just past now, but there was two beaching cars that were running lines with each other. But it seems Reeve has managed to take something. He's dropped back behind Nicholas Kirk, who's recovering from his lap 1 off.
Did it sound alright when I went past the window to you?
I didn't actually get a chance to hear it. He must have got such a good walking noise.
Well, Nicholas Jones is having a go down the inside. He's actually, I think he's pulled out of that move. It's so close down. He's got Heath Collinson coming up the inside. So Heath Collinson had made his way past into 3rd place and was challenging for 2nd. In fact, I think no, it's still Nicholas Jones in 2nd place there.
It is. He was having a look at Rowe, but couldn't quite complete the pass.
So frenetic action in the first 4 laps of this 9-lap race. 5 laps remaining when they come across the line the next time, as the cars disappear from sight behind the trees, coming up the top towards Lukey Heights as we speak. Here they are, and it's Nicholas Jones. He's made the move through the hay shed by the looks of it. I don't think he got that.
He always had a good exit off of Siberia to pull that off. That's not the usual overtaking spot, but it's worked for him.
Amazing job. So Nicholas Jones is your new race leader, and of course demotes Jake Rowe to 2nd place.
Heath Collinson sitting in 3rd as it seems, with Davenfield just behind him. A small gap back to Slattery and Purvis.
Jake Rowe's gone to the outside, around the outside of Nicholas Jones, but right behind him everyone's stealing the slipstream. Nicholas Jones has kind of been left out with no slipstream at all. Maybe he can steal some from Heath Collinson who's now in 2nd. Davenfield up into 3rd place with Nicholas Jones demoted to 4th. Adam Slattery and Shane Purvis ready to pick up any scraps.
Exactly, yes. He's gone from 1st to 4th in the space of 1 straight, nearly 5th actually, with Adam Slattery on the outside.
Amazing stuff. It's a strategic sort of thing, I guess, trying to pick where you want to be on that final lap, where you want to be placed to get that slingshot off the final corner. Although, having said that, for the 2 races we've had so far this weekend, whoever's been leading out the final corner has managed to go
the people have just been that good at the exits that the trophy doesn't make an effect until you pass the across the line, which of course does that.
So it it's Heath Collinson's leading with Jacob Rowe in second.
Darren Fields now sitting in second. Jones in fourth. Slattery just behind fifth, and Purvis bringing up the rear in sixth.
And that's the leading six. And it's a little bit of a gap to Ken Philby in seventh place there.
A gap back from him to Mark Mitchell and Hutchinson, who I think have just swapped positions, and then a gap back to them for the recovering Nick Kerr.
So yeah, Nick Kerr, what's he doing? 1:59. So he's catching Hutchinson by about a second and a half per lap, just 3 seconds separating them. So he would likely catch him before long as the leaders make their way out of MG.
I think the potential issue with Reef's car, Blizzard is now past 350 as well when they lost that through, so there might be an issue of some sort with Reef's car, which would be a shame.
Here we go again. Everyone on the pit building walks towards the track where the straight is, and they all fan out. There they go, people not knowing which way to go. Nicholas Jones doesn't know.
There is 3 wide to go 4 wide, sorry.
4 wide and 2 wide behind, once again. Where I never fail to get excited.
No, it's really hard to not get excited watching this stuff in action.
Well, it's Jake Rowe back in front by the looks of it. Shane Purvis is coming under threat for third place with Devon Field. And that's Ken Philby going through. Lonely old race for Ken Philby. He's got 2 wide actions behind.
Ken Philby didn't have Reece McCarthy up on his bumper, but as I said earlier, Reece either made a mistake or an issue actually dropping back through the field just slightly. So hopefully it's more of a latter. Actually, he has just dropped another position there. He's dropped back, and Clifford's come off spots.
Yeah, the timing screen's just
so
we'll just look at the racetrack. That is sounding
wrong. That's not saying much to on the shirt.
Yeah, so Rick McCarthy with an issue. We'll keep an eye on whether he comes in the access road at turn 4, because he's going to get out the race.
I think you might hang up before this. I think Rick got the inside. I think Rick, a similar looking driver, so of course not making a flying move at the inside, just wanting to make sure they know where each other are.
Just an update on the fastest lap of the race, which was set a little while ago on lap 5 by Heath Collinson. He's done a 56.29, and all of that leading group have got fairly, they're all in 56s for their best lap of the race.
Yeah, best one is held by Heath Collinson, but it's Rhodes that holds the track positional lead. So
absolutely. So the leading 6, they come through the final corner and down the main straight. They're not as close as they have been on previous laps, but I still fully expect them to see them fan out. Or they're going to go line astern and make a liar of me. Yes, they are. Well, here we go. We're getting it as they come past. So Heath Collinson pulled down on Jacob Rowe, and Nicholas Jones behind him went through. Devon Fields looking in between them. We've got Slattery moving from right to left, and emerging in the lead. There's side-by-side action with Nicholas Jones and Jake Rowe.
Yes, I think slightly they're trying to break the toe that Purvis was picking up on him and trying to bring it down to a 5-car battle for the lead rather than 6.
No good point, is there? Because if you break the toe of the other guy, you just get him in the toe.
Well, I mean, you break his toe and he's that far back, it's just the 2 of them. So if you were to break the toe off from Shane would possibly slip back, and that gives him less to fight with for the win.
Fair enough. Well, Hutchinson and Mitchell are still close across the line, fighting over 8th and 9th place. As we've got a 3 wide action into Honda, and it's Devon Field on the outside. He looks like he's got a head, or Heath Collinson's going to fight back as they head down to Siberia. So Slattery's up to 3rd place. Great job. He shuffled Nicholas Jones back to 4th, and Purvis in 5th. And Heath Collinson down to 6th place in all of that.
I think so, yes. As I said, Biff and Budge are actually having Biff and Budge, but a good bit of shuffling in position. Some great racing.
He came across the line last time in 1st place. Yeah, that's what we've got on our timing screen.
That's a power of half that's right for the while.
Yeah, so he had 1,000ths of a second. No, beg your pardon, 100th of a second advantage. And it doesn't take long for that to be eroded as they come down into MG.
Still 6 cars. Looks like Nicholas Jones looking to the outside of him. I believe that's Slattery now sitting in 3rd. He comes towards the final closing stage of this race, so he's trying to execute a late move up the pack to hopefully put himself on the line step at the podium when the flag drops.
The last lap board's coming out, even though our timing screen says 2 laps remaining. So another race being cut short by the looks of it. As they come across the line too wide.
Sliding on the outside of 4 cars and putting a wheel over the ripple strip there. It's a brave move, and going around the outside it looks to, I think he's entering Southern Loop there in second behind Nick Jones.
So unfortunate for us that we get 1 lap dropped from this race because we're enjoying it so much. Slattery with the fastest lap of the race on lap 7 with 56.2, so that and Slattery's up to second. So this is a late charge for the victory, although Davin Field's having a look up the inside of turn 4 as they go through turn 3, positioning nicely. Nicholas Jones is in the lead. We've got Davin Field going, trying to take 2 positions in 1 go. Is that Davin Field?
It might have been Rowe actually up the inside. Still was on the forward though.
Unbelievable. So Nicholas Jones emerges in the lead of that particular tussle. Fantastic action. 2 wide behind. It's 2 by 2. Nicholas Jones leading, and unbelievable stuff. So Slattery's he's got 3rd place at the moment with.
I don't know, that's 4th. He's 4th behind.
Yeah, he was in 3rd.
Rowe.
But around the outside, when Nicholas Rowe into 3rd.
Looking back as they start to come out of the final turn, the 1200s at the moment it is, and they're going to change as they come out of the front page too. It's currently Jeffrey Stone in the lead, but John Greaverson going around the outside of him. We've got Ryan sitting in 3rd, Ian Edgar in 4th.
Oh, huge action at MG. We've got contact. No, we don't. Oh, we got a spinner. Who is that? Is that Collinson?
That looks like Robbie Collinson.
Unbelievable. So Heath Collinson, I hope he's not got damage, but Nicholas Jones has quite a big lead coming to the final corner. This has helped him out massively, and he's going to take race 3 by a couple of car lengths there. No, what's going on? We've got the 1 lap board is being held out, but so is the checkered flag.
1 lap board is for Ian McDonald. The checkered flag is for the race.
They're going to take him on the line. Jake gets it. Jones, I called it too early. He's back to 3rd. Davin Field 2nd. Burvis comes across the line 4th. Unbelievable.
That was an action-packed finish there.
Collinson's got going, and here he comes. He's going to finish 5th.
He's going to finish 6th, sorry. But that's all he needed. He's already got the championship, and hopefully he's got a straight car after that last bit of contact.
Well, what a finish to that race. Ken Field is going to come across the line to finish 7th.
Pretty lonely race for him, unfortunately. Same as behind Mitchell with Jeff Hutchinson just losing track at the end.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to Hutchinson.
Also, he just Mark got a fair grip from the car.
And close finish there between 17 and 21.
That was Nick Kerr returning from his spin, and Ash Clifford returning from a late starting position.
Finishing in
pit stop in the last race. Buttigieg coming across the line now for 13th, and we've got great racing happening for the 1200s. It's currently John Greaverson in the lead there, kind of rising in 2nd. And I believe that is Jeffrey Stone sitting in 3rd.
So we're going to see them fan out again, probably, as they come around the final corner. Well, this is the first time in the 1600s we've seen a change of lead along the straight. Are we going to see it again in the 1200s?
We're going to see, I think so. It's Jeffrey Stone's popped out here. He might say, they're going 4 wide now.
4 wide finish. The one who got it, 37, Donald Greaveson. Scott, let's check Stone finished 2nd for the 1200s. Ryan is 3rd, Edgar 4th.
And Nick Fisher in the 1600 just finished under. That would have been a great view from his spot. I hope he has a GoPro on board. That would have been great to watch.
Unbelievable. 4 wide finish for the 1200s. Well,
Matt Scott there, 1 last 1200 coming off the line in 5th in class, and he was competitive in race 2, so possibly some ground picking up on his car.
And 58 Ken Philby, I beg your pardon, 58 is Ian McDonald. The quantum risk management coming across the line there.
So Jake Rhodes, clean 6th the weekend, qualified first in 1 or 3 races, but it's Collinson who takes the
Well, we're now having the pro production cars tagged to the track, so we're going to hand over now. I'm going to hand over to